demise of his immediate predecessor and his wife, and the predecessor's wife, I think. We'll take that tomorrow. I have another notification from Honorable Olaniwaju Ibrahim on the death of a former member as well. We'll take that tomorrow. And the reason why I also have an announcement from Mr. President, or a letter from Mr. President on the new service chiefs. The reason why I'm pushing all this back till tomorrow, because it is unfortunate and sad, with a very heavy heart. I want to announce the death of our colleague, Honorable O.C. Prestige. And I do that, like I said, with a heavy heart, and I think that announcement and that honor deserves to stand alone by itself. And we'll take the others tomorrow. We all know Honorable O.C. Prestige has been sick for a while, since around about the summer of last year, when he took ill and went to the United Kingdom. Many of us, including my good self, traveled to see him. I saw him in hospital around October. We talked, we chatted, he was in high spirits. And at that time, I asked the members continue to pray for him. The minority leader also went to see him in hospital as well in London. Shortly after that, I kept on communicating with him, and then suddenly we lost communication. He was transferred to Germany, where the family finally notified us a couple of days ago of his passage. Honorable O.C. Prestige, as we all know, was a major part of this chamber's, a great guy, full of life, full of wisdom, a fighter to the end, and he proved that even in this sickness. When I went to see him in UK in the hospital, when he narrated to me how he got to the UK and how he got to the hospital in London from here, the journey, how he left, I think it was Cotonou, and then from Cotonou boarded a flight, and what happened to him on the flight. It was a very pathetic story, but it was a story of a fighter. Honorable O.C. Prestige will be remembered by many of us, a strong member of this house. In the 8th Assembly, he was a member, if not in fact, he was the chairman of a very powerful bloc that was called the House of Commons. And they had their secretariat at the back on the left there. And if you were a member of the 8th Assembly, you would remember that if you had any important bill or motion that you needed to scale through or to pass, you would have to pay homage to the House of Commons through its chairman, I think Honorable O.C. Prestige at that time. He shared something with me before he traveled to London. He kept on saying that he had a dream. And he shared that dream and that whatever with me, and I will communicate that with you guys in good time. I don't think the time is now. Okay, the leader of the house just basically alerted me to the fact that I more or less doing or started a valedictory. But for me, OC was, even if you call this a valedictory, he more than deserves one. Even if we have 2, 3, it doesn't really matter. That's why I did not make all the other announcements, and this was just going to be the only item on the agenda for today. I know many members who have spoken to very heavy in their hearts. Our prayer is that God will comfort his family and that his soul will rest in peace. I think we'll do a proper valedictory at the right time. I think so for now, let us, because if we have a full valedictory, we're already taking an item. So I think for now, we should just basically have somebody pray for him, a minute silence and a prayer. And then we'll call it a day until such a time when we have arrangements communicated to us by the family. So can we rise for a minute silence, please? May the soul of a friend and colleague, Rulosi Prestige, rest in peace. Leader, hold on. No, I just wanted you to move for adjournment, but perhaps there's something.
Right,
Yeah,
Honorable
Leader,
Speaker,
go ahead.
My honorable colleagues, Alhassan Ado Dogwa is my name. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I represent Dogwa Tudunwada Federal Constituency. I am from Kano State. I rise, Mr. Speaker, in the spirit of this development to move that this House to adjourn till tomorrow, Wednesday, the 10th day of February 2021 by 11 o'clock. Honorable members, Right Honorable Speaker, I so move.
Well, we've observed a minute silence. We'll do the prayer when we do a proper valedictory. Yeah. Leader, minority leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I remain Honorable Ndudi Godwin Elmelu, and I represent the good people of Anyocho Shimili Federal Constituency. I'm from Delta State. With a sober mood, rising from the motion moved by the House Leader that will do adjourn till tomorrow, I rise to second that same motion. I so second.
The House is adjourned till tomorrow, 11 a.m.